Okay, y'all, we're streaming from Brandon's phone and from my computer. So if it looks like we're not looking at you, that's why. We're new at this. But we'll get to the throwing a pie in our face bit here in just a second. We wanted to share a story real quick, just kind of share some information. You know, when families go through what we went through when we found out that mold was making us sick, you know, most people assume that insurance covers it, and it doesn't. In most cases, it doesn't. And these families, they have to make some major decisions. And, you know, things like, do we renovate? Do we move? The problem is mold's everywhere, and some families end up moving right back into mold, you know, or they pay for renovation and it's done improperly and it makes them more sick. And it's just this plethora of these decisions that families have to make, and it's traumatizing, you know, from insurance, health insurance not covering your medical bills. That's been a major one for us. You know, what doctor to go see? Is this the right doctor that I'm seeing? You know, it's crazy. It is a nightmare. So.
And one of the toughest things that families have to decide on is when they hear that their children aren't allowed to take their toys with them, or their blankets, the things that comfort them on a daily basis, the things that they've grown up with since they were babies. They can't take it with them because those items could be contaminated with mold and still make them sick even after they're out of the contaminated environment. It's pretty tough. I've heard a lot of stories about different families having to go through that, and it's heartbreaking to know that there's nothing out there for people, you know, to do, or there's no donation or anything like that I've heard of, you know, where people are trying to help out in that way until now.
Yeah, and you know, that's something that I think a lot of people don't know about, is that, like, in our case, you have to get rid of stuff. And in our case, we had to get rid of our mattresses and blankets, and it's really
all our furniture.
Yeah, it's really, really expensive to replace all of that. And for the kids, it's traumatizing because that's their world, right? Like, that's what comforts them, like Brandon was saying. And so it's devastating. Going through this is devastating in more than one way, on your health, financially, in all these different ways, right? So what I'm getting at is to share with y'all this amazing organization, this new nonprofit that our friends put together to assist families going through the hell of toxic mold. And this organization is going to be working towards raising awareness on mold, bringing about change, and financially assisting families that are impacted by toxic mold. They're going to have options to get assistance for your medical expenses, mold inspections, home remediations, furniture replacement, clothing replacement, toy replacement, and temporary housing cost assistance, which is a major one, because one of the first things that any doctor will tell you to get better from mold is to get out of it, to get away from what's making you sick, and so that your body is allowed to detox. And it sounds like such an easy thing to do, but it's not. I mean, for us, we had nowhere to go, and, you know, places that we could go were really far away from our, you know, Brandon's work, or
the life we've created in the area that we've been in for the past 12 years.
Yeah, and y'all, there's families that are so desperate to get better that they're camping, because that's the only place they can get away from mold. And it's just really such a hard situation to be in, and it's so misunderstood. So this nonprofit is called Malachi's Message, and right now there is nothing like this out there. There's no other organization out there that's providing assistance like this, not even government assistance, okay? And like I said earlier, insurance doesn't cover in helping these families. So the first fundraiser that Malachi's Message is putting on is a Pie in the Face fundraiser, and Brandon and I volunteered to be a part of this. So for $25, one pie gets thrown in our face. So basically, if you donate $25 or more, for every $25 donated, we will get a pie in the face, and you will be entered into a raffle for an Amazon gift card. We have until June 2nd to raise some money. Our goal is $1,000 each. Hoping we can get to that. We're actually starting a lot later than our friends are, and we want to try to beat them, get to $1,000. So, but on June 5th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time is when the live feed will be showing us and our friends getting pies thrown in our face. So right now we're just now announcing this, so we're starting at 0, and I'm curious to see which one of us is going to get more pies. I think it's going to be him. I think
Definitely,
you and your racing buddies might want to.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe some coworkers. Maybe I don't know. But if you can donate, you can even donate $10 to help us out, to help us get pies thrown in our faces. We would greatly appreciate it.
Where do they go to do this?
You go to malachysmessage.org, and I will post the website in the comments. There's a banner on the main page that is talking about the Pie in the Face fundraiser. So it's www.malachysmessage.org. Yes, Eric says that a fire is easier than going through this. It's so true. It's more easily understood by people who don't understand toxic mold. People can understand what it's like for a family to go through their house being burned down, but people can't understand what it's like going through toxic mold, and it's pretty much the same thing.
It's tough.
So don't want to end this on a sad note and get emotional, but so anyways, Pie in the Face. If y'all can donate, it'd be awesome. We'll post the website here in the comments, and we greatly appreciate y'all joining our live.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all. Bye.
Bye.